first grade for dictation activity number 3. Remember, you need paper and pencil for this activity, your listening ears turned on to listen for those phonemes, and your thinking cap. I have added a couple of digraphs to our digraph collection here. The TCH says ch. Remember, a digraph is when 2 or more letters, because this one has 3, makes only one sound. So we don't hear t, k, h. It's ch, a new sound. Sh or j. DGE says j. I also added a couple of blends. Remember, a blend is when you have multiple letters together that you hear just a little bit of that sound to make they are blended together. Remember my example from activity 2 of the strawberry milkshake? I always taste a little bit of the vanilla ice cream and a little bit of the strawberries, and they're blended together. So I added st as in step or stop. I added tr as in tree or truck. I also added tw that says tw as in twist or twig. I also added the SC, which says sk as in scratch or scuba or scuff. All right, are you ready? You have those pencils ready and those thinking caps on and listening ears turned up? All right, sentence number 1. I stretch and twist in bed. I stretch and twist in bed. This sentence has 6 words. If you'd like, write 6 spaces on your paper to help you remember. I have 6 words that I need to write for this sentence. Don't forget capital letters, punctuation, and good spacing. Pause the video so you can write sentence number 1. All right, you ready to go over this one? Wow, there's some big words in this one. Stretch and twist. You really had to use those thinking caps. Let's see how you did. I stretch. That sounds like a blend. Stretch. And that's a hard word. Twist. Oh, I remember that's a blend. I hear a little bit of the T and a little bit of the W. Twist. In bed. I'm telling somebody. I might tell somebody that when I wake up in the morning if I didn't sleep well. So I'm going to put a period at the end. All right, let's discuss what we find in this sentence. I is a heart word. It is always capitalized no matter where it is in a sentence, as long as it says the word I. And in. Boys and girls, if ever we're going over a sentence and you miss or misspell a heart word, write that word off to the side so that's a word you could practice during the week. All right. We also have our blends. We have an ST blend. And we have TW and ST. STs can be at the beginning or end of a word. You have to listen carefully. All right, and then we also have a digraph, the TCH. Remember, TCH is always going to be at the end of the word, never at the beginning. And then we have the word bed, which has the short vowel as in edge. All right, now let's talk about the B and the D, because I know sometimes first graders switch those around. Mrs. Gray has a little trick. Bed, if I look at the bed, I could almost make this into a bed with a little pillow. All right, so if I hold up a B, notice it's tall on this side and the circles around like a B, and a D for a D. So my letters, when I hold my fist up, B, D, and I would put an E in the middle, I can make a bed. All right, just a little trick. All right, let's go on to sentence number 2. If you want to shake your hands out, put your pencil down, stretch your neck. All right. Sentence number 2. She had to dodge the trash. Must have been windy that day. She had to dodge the trash. This sentence also has 6 words. Go ahead and pause the video so you can write this sentence. All right, are you ready? 6 words. She had to dodge the trash. All right, let's start. She, beginning, or a digraph at the beginning of this sentence, had to, heart word, dodged, the trash. That TR is always really tricky. Trash. Someone's telling me something, and I know this is a period at the end of this sentence. All right, notice we started with a capital letter. We ended with punctuation. We have great spacing. She is a heart word. It has a digraph at the beginning, but it has an E by itself. It says E. Sometimes boys and girls think this is because it's an E by itself. So you really have to hold that in your heart and memorize it. Had, another sight word. To, it's always tricky because there's a couple of words that say to and the. Okay, let's look at our blends. Blends. Oh, we have the TR. Oh, we only have one blend in this sentence. And let's look at our digraphs. Sh, dodge. The D, G, E all together make one new sound. J. Dodge. Dodge. And then here at the end of this word, trash. Another digraph. All right. Pretty good, huh? All right, sentence number 3. Get those, maybe you want to shake your hands out and stretch your neck. All right, are you ready? Okay, let me erase this. We're getting ready to do sentence number 3. Make sure you give yourself plenty of space to write. All right, number 3. Scratch the patch on my back. Scratch the patch on my back. Okay, this sentence also has how many letters? 6. Very good. All right, pause the video while you write this sentence. All right, here we go. We said this sentence had 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that first one, that's a pretty big word. But if I use my suitcase of learning and all of my little helps up here, I think I can do it. The word was scratched. Like if something itches, you scratch it. I hear a little S. I hear a little C. Skr. R. A. Ch. Ch. It's the end of the word, and it says ch, so that's a digraph. I think it's the TCH. Scratch the patch. Patch. A. Ch. There's that ch sound at the end of the word. TCH. Scratch the patch on my back. Telling somebody to scratch the patch on my back. put a period. All right, started with a capital letter, have great spacing. Let's take a look at our heart words. The word be, on, sometimes that can be tricky, and the word my. All right, let's look at the blends, those parts of the word that have multiple letters that we hear just a little bit of. For example, sk and scratch, and that's it. For our digraphs, two or more letters that make one sound, we have the TCH, ch, TCH, and the k sound. Now, boys and girls, take a look at the first letter you wrote in back. Did you write it like a B? All right, let's do our little trick. If I hold up and make a bed with my hand, b, ed, b, ed. The sound that I hear at the beginning of back is at the beginning of the word bed. So my letter should look like this. Notice it's tall on this, tall on this side and round on this side. All right, boys and girls, you did a great job. I will see you next time on the dictation activity.